Hello, I'm Raquel Reedy, Superintendent of the Albuquerque Public Schools, and I'm so pleased to be able to speak with you today. You know, in February, I wrote my first letter to the staff about the coronavirus. The coronavirus had not really been impacting New Mexico at that time, but it was an important letter to make sure that everyone had the information that they needed. On March 12th, we were told that schools would close for 3 weeks. On March 27th, all public schools in the state were ordered to close for the remainder of the school year. You know, APS had a pandemic plan at the ready, and we moved at warp speed to respond, which speaks volumes about the commitment, innovation, and strength of the district. While we agreed with the decision to close schools, we were devastated because students learned best in the classrooms, but the health, safety, and well-being of our students and community came first, so we went to work. First, we had to establish guidelines to ensure our essential employees could remain safely on the front lines. Our food workers and bus drivers made sure kids did not go hungry. Payroll guaranteed checks would be delivered on time. New work schedules and protocols were established and negotiated agreements were reviewed. But most pressing on our list was meeting the basic needs of our most vulnerable students. We've now provided more than 2.5 million grab-and-go meals for our students. And together with various community agencies, we supported daycare centers for children of essential workers. We distributed thousands of learning packets in English and Spanish for students who initially did not have access to a computer. We handed out thousands of workbooks and hundreds of school supply bags. Our APS Educational Foundation and our Title I Homeless Office paid rent and motel charges to save newly unemployed families from becoming homeless. And the list goes on. I mention this because basic needs such as food, shelter, and school materials are essential to learning. Ensuring all students advance to the next level with the skills and mindset for continued success is the foundation of our work, and it is something that we do well. Teams of APS administrators and educators worked countless hours developing a roadmap for continued teaching and learning during this world pandemic. It is called our Continuous Learning Plan, and there is a lot to think about in putting it together. Curriculum, resources, training, technology, special needs, and language barriers, communication challenges, and equity. In a matter of weeks, our students and teachers were adapting to distance learning via this APS Continuous Learning Plan. We assigned 12,000 laptops to families that didn't have a computer at home. We collaborated with Comcast and the City of Albuquerque to ensure Wi-Fi access for everybody. PBS New Mexico also offered support. Together, we produced 4 hours of daily classroom lessons with APS teachers for students in grades kindergarten through 5th. These APS at home broadcast lessons have been a huge success. This is an example of innovation in real time to fill a completely unpredictable and unavoidable gap. The Continuous Learning Plan became our blueprint for operating in a new world that we were thrust into. Still, there are some challenges we couldn't overcome. Staff at every high school did everything possible to help our seniors make up for their loss of traditional instruction. Every opportunity was offered to students so that they could complete their classes during this very difficult time. We produced senior celebration videos for soon-to-be grads with Hollywood stars, elected officials, and dignitaries. Virtual graduations are already scheduled, but we understand it's not the graduation anyone expected or wanted. I am here to tell you that we are all adapting, and I'm very confident about the future. I'm retiring after more than 40 years in public education, and it's been an incredible honor to serve as the superintendent of the Albuquerque Public Schools. I will miss it all. But I leave you in great hands. And so it is with enormous pride that I introduce APS Acting Superintendent Scott Elder. Scott would like to say and share a few words about the immediate future. Scott?
Thank you, Superintendent Reedy, for your years of service, your dedication, and your focus. You're really going to be missed. I want to just take a few minutes to assure all of you that the Albuquerque Public Schools is spending every possible moment preparing for next year and planning to be open as smoothly and as effectively as possible. It's premature to know exactly how schools will reopen. We don't know which direction the virus will take, and we're still waiting on some guidance from the Public Education Department and the Department of Health. Those guidelines should be finalized in the next few weeks, and we'll move on those. We're moving forward with multiple plans to reopen so that we can be as prepared as possible when the time comes. The challenges involved in reopening are just tremendous. Transportation, repeated testing for staff and students, contact tracing, stepped up hygiene and cleaning, the technology needs. It's just a bit overwhelming. But as Superintendent Reedy mentioned, APS has a lot to be proud of right now. We have a deep bench of experts in a wide range of fields, and everyone's committed to seeing our students succeed. We will figure it out with your help. In the weeks and months ahead, we'll ask you for your input, your patience, and your trust. You have my word that we'll tell it like it is, own our decisions, and keep you informed every step of the way. Thank you.